Hi everyone. Welcome to Learning English Through History. Here we don't just study English. We live it. Every week you will hear now simple stories in English, full of useful words and phrases. Don't worry if you don't understand everything at once. Just listen, enjoy the story, and learn step by step. Our goal: to help you speak English with confidence, so grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's start this adventure together. Subscribe now and join me on the journey of learning English through history. See you in the next video. Enjoy listening.
Amazon rainforest. An endless ocean of green stretching farther than the eye could ever see. The trees grew so tall they seemed to touch the heavens, their canopies weaving a roof that hid the sky. The air was heavy, almost liquid, thick with the smell of damp earth, flowers, and unseen creatures. Here, in this world where time itself moved differently, where each dawn and dusk painted the jungle in fire and gold, a woman walked alone. Her name was Isabella. She was not a queen, nor a warrior, nor a legend, at least not yet. She was an explorer, a seeker, a woman whose heart beat not for riches or glory, but for understanding. Her blonde hair glimmered in the little sunlight that pierced through the canopy. Her clothes clung to her from sweat and rain, and her eyes, bright and unyielding, searched for truths hidden beneath centuries of vines and silence. The jungle greeted her not with open arms, but with trials. From the first day, Isabella learned what it meant to be small in a world so vast. The heat wrapped around her like a suffocating blanket, pressing down until her body begged for rest. Insects buzzed endlessly, biting at her skin. Ants formed rivers across her path, while snakes, coiled in branches, watched her with unblinking eyes. Every step forward was a battle. Vines grabbed at her boots, roots twisted the ground beneath her feet, and the sound of life, the constant roar of insects, birds, and beasts, followed her everywhere. At night, the jungle grew louder still. The howls of monkeys echoed from the trees. Birds with strange, haunting calls pierced the silence. Somewhere in the shadows, a jaguar roared, its voice deep, ancient, and full of power. Isabella sat by her fire, her notebook balanced on her knees, and wrote, "I am not afraid. I cannot be. If I let fear win, the jungle has already claimed me." But deep down, she felt it. The jungle was alive, and it was watching her. The days turned into weeks, and the jungle tested her in ways she had never imagined. Once, as she followed a river, the water rippled and split. From beneath, a massive anaconda rose, its scales glistening, its eyes fixed upon her. Her heart thundered, her breath caught, but the snake, after circling, slid back into the water, leaving her shaken but alive. Another time, high in the branches, she saw a family of monkeys watching her. They chattered loudly, throwing fruit in her direction. Isabella laughed for the first time in days, waving back at them, feeling less alone. But not all eyes were of animals. One afternoon, as she gathered water, she felt a gaze stronger than any beast's. Turning, she saw them. Men and women from a hidden tribe, their faces painted, their movements silent as shadows. They did not approach nor speak, but she knew they were there, guardians of the forest, watching her, measuring her worth. Weeks passed until one dawn, the mist parted and revealed something extraordinary. A temple swallowed by time. Stone steps rose high into the sky, wrapped in vines, guarded by trees that had grown around and through its walls. Carvings lined the stones, suns, moons, animals, and spirals. The temple seemed alive, breathing with the same rhythm as the jungle. Isabella's heart raced. She climbed slowly, her hands brushing the carvings. Each line seemed to hum with forgotten stories. At the top, she stepped inside. The air was cool, damp, silent. Statues of warriors lined the passage, their stone eyes following her every move. In the very center stood an altar. Upon it rested a mask of gold, shining faintly even in the darkness. Her hands trembled as she reached for it. For a moment, she felt the weight of history, generations of lives, of voices, of rituals long gone. That night, the sky broke open. Rain fell in furious sheets, thunder roared like giants, and lightning set the temple walls aglow. The river swelled, trees bent under the storm's force, and Isabella clutched the mask in her hands. Fame, glory, riches. With this mask, she could return home as a legend. Her name would be written in books, her face remembered for centuries. But her heart whispered otherwise. She remembered the eyes of the tribe, the silent judgment of the jungle, the way it had tested her with every step. This was not her treasure. It belonged to the forest. With trembling fingers, she placed the mask back on the altar. "Some treasures are not meant for us," she whispered, her voice breaking. And then silence. The storm faded. The jungle sighed, as though it had been holding its breath. From that moment, Isabella changed. She no longer felt like an intruder. The jungle did not resist her steps as before. Birds sang when she passed. The river seemed to carry her more gently. Even the hidden tribe appeared once more, this time not in silence, but with nods of quiet respect before vanishing back into the green. Isabella did not return with gold. She did not become rich or famous. Her name was not carved in the history of cities, but she carried something greater, the spirit of the jungle itself. For the rest of her life, she returned again and again. She slept under its stars, walked its rivers, and listened to its whispers. In her notebooks, She wrote not of conquest, but of respect, not of riches, but of balance. The world may not have remembered her, but the jungle did. And so, Isabella, the woman who came seeking treasure, found something greater: wisdom, courage, and freedom. She was not lost in the jungle. She became part of it.
Great job today. You learn new words and expressions through our story. Remember, the more you listen, the more you understand. Don't forget to subscribe to Learning English Through History and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new story. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and share it with your friends. Thank you for learning with me. See you in the next story. Bye for now.